Actor Bernard Hill, renowned for his portrayals in iconic films like Titanic and Lord of the Rings, has died at the age of 79. Hill famously depicted Captain Edward Smith in the acclaimed 1997 film Titanic and brought King Theoden to life in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. His career took off with his role as Yasser Hughes in the BBC TV drama Boys from the Black Stuff, where he depicted the struggles of coping with unemployment in Liverpool. Hill's career spanned several decades, beginning in the 1970s and continuing until his passing in 2024. Confirming his passing, his agent Lou Coulson stated that Hill died early on Sunday morning. Since the news of his demise emerged, tributes honoring Hill's legacy have been pouring in. Scottish musician Barbara Dickson expressed her sentiments, describing Hill as a really marvelous actor and reflecting on the privilege to have crossed paths with him. R.I.P. Benny X. Hill, hailing from Manchester, was set to make a return to television screens in the second series of The Responder, a BBC drama featuring Martin Freeman, scheduled to begin airing on Sunday. Lindsay Salt, the director of BBC Drama, honored Hill, stating, "Bernard Hill blazed a trail across the screen, and his long-lasting career filled with iconic and remarkable roles is a testament to his incredible talent. From Boys from the Black Stuff to Wolf Hall, The Responder, and many more, we feel truly honored to have worked with Bernard at the BBC. Our thoughts are with his loved ones at this sad time." Hill grew up in a Catholic family with a background in mining. He attended Xaverian College followed by the Manchester Polytechnic School of Drama, where he graduated with a diploma in theater in 1901. Hill first gained prominence for his portrayal of Yasser Hughes, a troubled man struggling with unemployment, in Alan Bleasdale's Boys from the Black Stuff. His performance was critically acclaimed and resonated with the public during a time of high unemployment in the UK. In Boys from the Black Stuff, Hill received acclaim for his gritty portrayal of Yasser Hughes, a compelling character remembered for his desperate plea of "giz a job" in his pursuit of employment. The show was awarded a BAFTA for Best Drama Series in 1983 and was ranked 7th on a British Film Institute list of the best TV shows ever made in 2000. Another notable performance by Hill on BBC TV was in the 2015 drama series Wolf Hall, adapted from Hilary Mantel's book depicting the court of Henry VIII. In this series, Hill portrayed the Duke of Norfolk, an enemy of Cardinal Wolsey and an uncle of Anne Boleyn. Hill's portrayal of King Theoden in Peter Jackson's epic trilogy, The Lord of the Rings, earned him much acclaim and love from audiences. He joined the cast for the second film, 2002's The Two Towers, and reprised his role for the third installment, 2003's The Return of the King, which garnered 11 Oscars. Throughout his decades-long career, Hill took on a variety of roles, including appearances in the 1976 BBC TV series I, Claudius, a role in the 1982 film Gandhi, Shirley Valentine in 1989, The Scorpion King in 2002, and the 2008 Tom Cruise film Valkyrie. Scheduled to appear at Comic-Con Liverpool on Saturday, Hill had to cancel at the last minute, as noted by the convention in a post on X. Following the news of his passing, the organizers expressed their heartbreak on the platform and extended their condolences to Hill's family, wishing them strength during this difficult time. Hill was married to the American-born actress Mariana Hill, with whom he had a son named Gabriel. He lived in Suffolk. Hill was a longtime supporter of Manchester United. In 2019, Hill received an honorary degree from the University of East Anglia. At the time of his death, Hill was engaged to a woman named Allison. In the process, he starred in 2 films, Titanic and Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, which won 11 Oscars and crossed $1 billion at the box office. Hill had first become familiar to many in the UK for his emotive and bold performance as Yasser Hughes in the 1980s drama Boys from the Black Stuff, a role that also brought him to the attention of Hollywood. Actress and musician Barbara Dickson, who starred with him in a musical based on the Beatles, was among those paying tribute, describing him as a marvelous actor. Alongside a photo of them together, she wrote. "It's with great sadness that I note the death of Bernard Hill. We worked together in John, Paul, George, Ringo and Bert, by Willie Russell Marvelous Show 1974 to 1975. A really marvelous actor. It was a privilege to have crossed paths with him. R.I.P. Benny X." The Manchester native had a varied on-screen career, coming to prominence acting in small realistic dramas before going on to star in films that made billions worldwide. Born in Blackley into a family of coal miners, he would attend acting school with Richard Griffiths before moving into television. After bit roles in Hard Labor and the poorly received but now acclaimed I, Claudius, he got his first major break in the early 1980s. The actor was cast as Yasser Hughes, a working-class Liverpudlian in The Black Stuff and its sequel, Boys from the Black Stuff, in 1982. His character was a man left struggling to do the right thing after becoming unemployed, and coined the phrase, "giz a job," meaning "give us a job," became a common refrain among protesters in Thatcherite Britain. The sequel won a BAFTA for Best Drama Series in 1983 and was listed as the 7th best TV show ever made on a British Film Institute list in 2000. The same year, he took the role of Sergeant Putnam in Richard Attenborough's Oscar-winning biopic Gandhi, before starring in the BBC's 1983 adaptation of Shakespeare's classic play Henry VI, in which he played the Duke of York. He would later be cast as Captain Edward Smith in James Cameron's gargantuan film, Titanic. The 1997 movie saw him play the captain of the infamous vessel on what would be its maiden and only voyage across the Atlantic, before going down with the ship after it hit an iceberg. It marked the start of a late career renaissance for Hill, who was then chosen by Peter Jackson in the role of King Odin in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. The actor was praised for his portrayal of the embattled King of Rohan, who valiantly fights to save his people from the forces of evil. Hollywood kept calling, with Hill making appearances in Dwayne Johnson vehicle The Scorpion King, Halle Berry horror film Gothica, and the tennis-themed romantic comedy Wimbledon. He continued to make regular appearances on British television, before being cast in the 2015 BBC drama Wolf Hall, an adaptation of Hilary Mantel's historical fiction about the rise of Thomas Cromwell. Hill portrayed the Duke of Norfolk in the first series of the show, before being replaced by Timothy Spall in the second. He had been due to return to our screens once more tonight, with a role in Martin Freeman's BBC show The Responder. The thespian lived in Suffolk and is survived by his wife Mariana Hill and their son Gabriel. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel.